resubs this morning. Hello, Stockholmian. Thanks for the 3 months. Yes, we are going to be talking about bra champs, but probably not right away. I'm gonna let people file in here. We're doing a number of things this morning. We're continuing our speed run. We're talking about bra champs, even though there's not too many people, I feel like, who don't know. But if you're watching Kick, of course, you know exactly what's going on. So that's why we're here to talk about it on Twitch. Tim is 1900. Yep. Wild Hacks hit 2000. There's a lot happening right now. Everyone's peaking. What is bra champs? Well, you'll just have to wait to find out. Think pog champs, but for the bras, for the chess bras. That's funny, Baz. It's always nice when you see anything Dutch and you realize, oh, there's Kane VB out in the wild. Good to hear, Netchi. Good to hear. Hello, Casino Duck. Good morning. This guy has done well against me in the past. We're sleepy, which means we're vulnerable. Take this pawn here. I guess we go here, but it's not completely convincing. If this. We have a mate. I considered hanging my queen there. I ended up thinking better of it. Glad that I did. Ooh. That hurts, doesn't it? I feel we have to try this. Okay, this is not so bad. Could be a lot worse. Can we just take that? We can also go here. think we're better here. Okay, it's really unlucky. You just played that move, but okay. Today's a good day. It's always a good day when you're slated to play Roblox. Can say I've never played before, and we need to rally the troops. It's going to be a team effort. That's right, Salty. Roblox, the one and only. Guess we can try this. I'm going to play F4. He does. With bishop c5. Okay. Let's put this in. I guess g4. I think he wants to go like that. He might go knight c8 here. I'm considering taking that. Crucially, the bishop can't get there. I think you might consider taking at some point. Okay, knight d3, we can take it. We also have this, didn't realize. Nice double attack. Unintentional, genius move. You know, it just works out, doesn't it? Knight to f3 is kind of a funny way of doing things. Okay. This. There. That one's actually a top tier tactic. Yeah, I was going to say, he's probably planning that. Let's try d5 and e4. Plays e4 himself? What the hell is that? Should have stopped f4, but don't think we had a good way to do it, unfortunately. Gotta take this. Fortunately for us, he just did something funny there. I can play this. Take with the queen for sure, so I can play rook e7. He's going to play queen d4. Then we have f6. King takes his mate. Yeah. A6 probably unnecessary. Yeah. Unnecessary. Let's go bishop here. Yikes. I think if we don't start pushing pawns here, there's nothing for us. Oh, I didn't realize he just wins the game. Forgot about that one. Forgot about that. Dude, I mean, like, you couldn't play it worse. You couldn't come up with a worse way to win that game. It was so bad of you. At some point, just like, you just deserve to lose. When you're converting like that. Does that really? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Everything's defended. Hey, Airbus driver. He went a little bit too fast with the rook sack. Can just hang on to it. Try this. Queen somewhere here doesn't look good for us. Does this exist? Okay, this looks quite good. Unless he has like a knight e4 move, we should be winning. He has, okay. I was gonna say he has queen takes c6 there. Keep the game going. Hello, goal 11. Takes a6. It's usually. Two bishops. Knight b8. Have to be a little bit careful here of some endgames, like the wrong ones. Maybe light squared bishops, for example. This is not desirable. Damn. Yeah, the two bishops are good, but I feel like in a bullet game, I'd almost rather just not have the bishop pair there. I'd rather have the low value, easy to move pieces, even though they're worse. Bishop knight are just easier to play. Try to win this pawn here. Oh, I didn't see that. Yikes. Yikes. I don't know if I can play this. This is hanging. We do get to defend it. Good timing on the check there, right when he played a, let's call it a dirty move. Hung material. Checks OP. Is this Ben Bulmer? Good question. This is Kolsch. But believe me, I see what you're saying here. The vibe is very similar. Let me just go here. Do we take this? I have no idea. So obviously we have just back and forth, but is this anything? We're just down so much time that probably should make a draw here. I think white's probably better here. I'm curious. It says just equal, which is no fun. That's right. Yep. Spelled like the beer. Okay. C6 is a kind of an unfortunate move there. Not the worst mouse slip, but definitely not intended. It's weird. We planned out this move exactly. Okay, we need our king moved over. Just needed like 0.2 more seconds. Got a bit unlucky that it ended up I had to move my bishop again in that line. Otherwise, maybe we could have won there. Okay, this should just be good for us. We're just up a pawn here. Ooh, that was actually a really bad move. Okay, I think we're okay now. Yeah, he had knight g4 there for a second. That was pretty bad. Okay, let's actually put this bishop here. What's the Roblox goal, Glazzy? So the thing with the Roblox is you use the link to download, and there's definitely some goals with like the in-game spending, like if you spend like $5 or like $8 or something like that. But otherwise, it's just playing the game, literally playing the game for 15 minutes. but it's for mobile, so you gotta install on your mobile device. That's the campaign we're doing. And play for 15 minutes using our link. That's it. Am I disconnected? What's going on? Oh, he is. Okay. I was like, someone's disconnected here. No, SLV. 15 minutes on mobile. And then on top of that, any of the in-game purchases, I think they're called like Robux or something, like $5 to $10, also helps support. But for free, just downloading the game on mobile. If you've never played Roblox, which I'm assuming there's probably going to be a decent amount in our community like that, play for 15 minutes. There you go. Pretty simple. Oh, shout out Merc. Hello, Eddie. Just up before 9 as usual here, Ed. Nothing to see here. Picked up a bit of rating from this guy. I had a really bad score against him from previous. If it's high T, you'll play it. I think Roblox is high T. Big high T game. Thank you, Twink Time. Your services are always appreciated. Thank you, Nick. You know, it's guys like you that keep this whole thing moving. Hey, Camel Clutcher, thanks for the 28 months. Catching up after our session here. We've got a bunch of Twitch resubs. What do we want to do? B6, I guess. Twink Time, thanks, buddy. 5 years with Twink Time. See, that's how we view it. It's not 5 years with us. It's 5 years with you. Thanks for the 60 months. That's a different quick synca. Go like this. Say he wants to react. Macon, thanks for the 4 months. Who do we have? Okito Pokey, 22 months. Hambo with his Lambo. Casey, New York, 83 tier 2. Almost 7 years. 83 months. Oh, that's an annoying one, isn't it? We'll play the boring variation where we just trade and go like this. Thanks a lot, Casey, New York. Kute, thanks for the new Prime sub. Yeah, that move makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Can never pre-move this because you never know when the guy's going to throw a curveball at you. Not That Paul, 27 months with Prime. Thank you to Not That Paul. Shaved Deer, 61 months. On to year 6. Are you doing some research for us, Jumpy? I see that you're in there, along with OTM, along with Shaved Deer. The mobile support. There are a few games that we can try, and when we get to playing, you can give me your usernames, and we can band up together in Roblox. Only time you'll be in the gym today, the Roblox gym. The Roblox gym, baby. If not the actual gym. If not the chessbrah gym. If not the gym they go to as soon as they beat me 1 game in Bullet. Then the Roblox gym. Well, you're perfect for this then, shaved deer. Here, I think I can bring the counter up on the screen right here so you can see. There you go. There you go. Go Roblox. Let's put it here. See, Otium played for 15 minutes. You see? Popping up already. Big Roblox guys. Shaved Deer played for 15 minutes. You see that? It's that simple. There's Jumpy. Just need to activate the mobile bras. Hello, Guppy Fighter. Guppy, are you here to discuss the great game of Roblox? Much like the rest of us. This bishop needs to repurpose, let's say. Something like this. Knight here, you know, there's always the b4 move to take into account. But this bishop simply needs to move. Yeah, b3 makes sense. Hey, Otim, you know, bring it up when the counter is incorrect in a different direction. For now, let's keep it counting. No problem. Nothing to see here. Yeah, this and bishop f5 is never really anything, just knight d2. Do we want to play this? I mean, when b4 happens, how am I reacting? Am I really going back here? Am I going here? Am I going here? I'll say that I am. I think I'll regret this because this is probably a square I want my other pieces to use, but you're doing some lat pulls right now? Okay. It's great. Great. Love to see you putting reps in, Jumpy. We'll see probably knight e3. Okay, yeah. He wants to play this. Makes sense. Makes sense. b4. I think we'll play like knight b7. Maybe knight a6. Knight b7 is a really brutal square with the pawn on b4. It's got like no future, but could reroute over here. And in general, knight b7 does a good job of stopping c5. Yeah, the e4 pawn should be overprotected as it is. That's exactly the way to approach. Queen e2. Kind of a weird move. I mean, we can play knight f4 here. I think knight f4 is a good move, actually. Yeah, this feels correct because if taking the bishop should also be a good thing here. Helps us open the position a little more comfortably, and I definitely don't trust this for him. It's definitely still playable, but I feel like I'd take black there. You're talking about rated rapid, Sam? No, the chat's too strong for me. I need to play unknown players like Maldita Cow. My only chance. Roblox pulled you out of a burning building. God, Roblox always looking out for us, eh? In our times of need. Queen e3. I think we just take it. I mean, we don't need to do anything right now, but I think we should. Is there any value to putting a knight on d3? Not really. I'm thinking about a4, because at least we get the b3 square and could reroute to d4. But I think taking an f5 is too good to pass up. Just like nice and simple. Wonder, will it be king takes or knight takes? Knight takes feels safer. King takes feels like you might want to try to stop the move f5. I could see both. So f5 takes, f4. I think we can actually take that and play knight d3, like takes and knight d3. That should win. So I think we could do that. The other plan is like knight to b3 and knight d4, but I feel this should be okay. Takes, queen h6. I mean, this can't be that good. Queen h6. I have to watch some knight e3 stuff. No, I have to just trust this. Have to trust this. I see Glezzy's in there. Ayatako. Also someone anonymous. I think when you click the link to download Roblox, you can see the counter going up. There we go. When you click the link, it asks you, like, do you want to connect your Twitch account? And that's just to have it show up with your name. But you can just have it anonymous as well. It counts all the same, so don't worry. Your boss surprised you, came up from behind you while you're watching the stream, asked if you were winning. Well, I hope I was playing well at the time. Okay, so he's playing this. I thought that this was a likely blunder. Now, after taking, he might like refine things and just play like queen here, but I can't possibly sit here and not take it. Okay, what's going on? We just take a knight d3. I hope we haven't missed a massive tactic here, but the checks are covered, so I think this is a stone cold blunder, as they say. It was the first thing I calculated, though. f4. It's almost not like I knew he would blunder it, but it was the move that I wanted to play as white. I would want to play f4. So it's the first move I'm going to look at for sure. Okay, we just take. Queen needs to come out somewhere here, followed by rook e8. And we should be doing pretty well. I would say queen g5 or queen f6. Queen e8, I'd rather be on dark squares here. Queen g5, the knight might gain a tempo, but it does stop knight e3. Queen f6, knight e3, rook e8, queen f2, queen d4 takes. Gotta be careful we get into the right end game here. Yeah, I think actually queen g5 is better because I don't want to let him just pile up too much pressure on this pawn. Like, I go here, I feel like these moves are happening, and I don't want to be caught playing too much defense. So I think queen g5. If the knight goes back, then we can move. And then the knight's not hitting the pawn. So I feel like this is the best. Yeah, all these squares are covered here. So his queen doesn't really have any entry. And knight f3, then we'll just go back. Yeah, so now let's maybe go back here. Could also go here. I don't know if this is anything. Okay, queen f6 is simple, safe. Can't be going wrong with that. Also, we have rook e4 if he tries something like this. Knight e3, we have f4. Okay, f4 is a real idea here to activate the bishop. And if he trades queens, like, we just kind of go like rook e2 to b2 at the end. So I like f4. Yeah, f4 should be... Not going to calculate it. f4 should be a good move. If he takes with a pawn, our bishop's doing a lot there. Okay. So queen g6. We also have h6, which is useful. These knights don't have squares to anchor themselves on. Just go here. Yeah, knight g3, I think then I'll go bishop g4. I didn't want to go bishop g4 first because maybe knight h2. But maybe that is a better order. Let's go here. h6 will be a very useful move, I think. Definitely h6 now, right? Knight e4, maybe queen g6 there. Queen d4. Oh, should just take, of course. Queen g6, I thought we were being a bit clever, but probably nothing beats this. Queen d4. I mean, even this looks decent, but probably queen d4 would just play king f7. Just guard the threats and then continue from there. Queen d4, queen h3, king g1. I don't want to deal with that, I don't think, unless there's a forced continuation. Queen h3 and rook takes e4, by the way, is looking like a forced continuation with bishop f3 at the end. This is how we lose the game for sure. But why not? Why not? So rook e4 here, bishop f3. Threatening queen g2 mate. King f2 still gets mated. Queen f2 gets mated. Queen here loses the knight. And then there's only one check. My pieces are like that. I would just go king f7. Definitely unnecessary, but sometimes you just gotta trust yourself. It's also possible we can just go bishop f3 first, but I actually don't like that one as much. I think it's this. Queen takes, of course, we just take, so it has to be knight takes. I hope we have this calculation right. He has to try one of these queen moves. or the king move, but that also gets mated. So he can go like here and then the king. Doesn't really change anything. He can go here and then the queen, but we can just win the queen. Hello, Jake. Unless we miss something significant, this should be game over. He'll probably go here, and resign after that. Most likely. This was definitely a good calculation. He froze. Well, I mean, I don't think there's anything to do. Probably bishop f3 is the most correct here, because I'm not even losing material. And knight f6, same exact thing. But there's something satisfying about rook takes e4. It simplifies things. I'm willing to say rook takes e4 is probably better. Yeah, knight f4 was very helpful. Takes f5. And then I knew he couldn't play f4, which was very important. Very important. Yeah. Give us the brilly. Brilliancy farming. Good morning, coacher. Oh, look at that, Jake. 4 years. Who'd have known? Thanks for using Prime. 48 months. Good to see the Twitch resubs this morning. There's been a number of them. We're also recruiting. We're recruiting our Roblox army. Don't forget. See, I'm not focused in there. Joining the contingent. Go Chief. Looking for people to download and play the game on mobile. If you just play for 15 minutes, that supports us already. And in case you're like me and bought some Robux to see, I have no idea what I can do with them. I don't know if it'll buy like just cosmetic upgrades or maybe there's actual items. We'll see. We'll see. I'm clean green thanks to the new Prime. That supports us as well, but just getting the game on mobile and playing for 15 minutes already helps out a ton. So we're building an army. I'm going to be playing the game in a couple hours. And in case you do have the game, when I start playing, I'll grab your username and I think we can sort of set it up that we play the same. I can kind of like invite you to play one of these games with us. What game? The game you're talking about. Shaved deer. Roblox. Unless you mean within it. You're so deep that you're already asking specific questions. I respect it. There's 2 games. One of them is called like Dress to Impress. The other one is called Murder Mystery 2. These were the ones that were recommended to me. So I thought we could give them a try. But maybe there's going to be some Roblox professionals, you know, people that are going to know exactly what the good ones are. You just got COVID for the 3rd time. Forces you to lock in with chessbrah. It is like, are people getting COVID still? Is that really a thing? I didn't realize it was still going around. Your nieces love the Doors game. I might have to give that a shot then, Merc. Ghosty TVs, thanks for the 9 months with Prime. You played Murder Mystery half a decade ago. Our goat. Our goat. I'm not keeping track, Jumpy, but you know what? If it's causing Buddy to lock in with chessbrah, then we'll take it. Do I think COVID just stopped existing? Uh, yeah, pretty much. You don't hear about people that are walking around with Walkmans these days. They still exist, but like it's just been replaced with other, more current stuff. I'm like, are people really out here getting COVID still? Like, surely there's some new stuff people are getting. I personally have not interacted like probably in like a year or more, maybe like 2 years. I don't know anyone who's had COVID. So for me, I'm like, well, that's insane. The first time I've heard of the word COVID in like 2 years. Hello, Chris Demir. How are you, my friend? The new thing is Roblox. Yeah. Everyone needs to wake up and say, you know what? I got Roblox this morning. COVID's old news. Username checks out. Grumpy old vet. Maldita cow. Look at that. Glezzy is a man with deep pockets. Glezzy has officially jumped in. Robux Glez. Good to hear, Bazmaniac. Also, of course I wouldn't know, but can assume that this person was on the older side, so always more risky. Shaved deer, I have no idea. I'm excited to get in. As of right now, I don't know. That's okay, Glezzy. This one is on the silly scale. As it's light. Hmm. Thank you, Salty. Observing the chess. Noted, noted. Assume he's not going to take that, of course, but he does, which I find strange. But I guess it can work. Maybe h4. He's taking a long time here, but he was still up on time until now. Okay, he's disconnected. Just put the rook here. And he disconnected a lot that game, so that wasn't well earned, but we still take it. Feels like he's disconnecting a lot. There's no way he's thinking on this move. I think his internet's just shot here. He's like disconnecting every move. Yeah, this isn't really this isn't really fun. He's just not here. Rare wear, thanks for the 27 months. Okay. But he's not even here. Yeah, exactly, Jake. I don't know what that is, but little Zytax. It's fortunate he moved quickly there. Can we take this? Maybe we can bait e5. Can't bait e5. Damn. I really thought we were doing something there. Very surprised that he took. What's going on here? He's making some pretty fast and not great moves. I'll take that. Okay. Just offering a lot of stuff here. Trying to guard everything. Not sure you can do that. It is pinned. Let's keep going. What's going on here? What the heck's going on here? Confusing. Maybe rook here is in order to play rook d8. This guy's hilarious. Just taking. Says queen that pawn, why don't you? All right. If you say so. Ooh, that looks quite good. You here? Yeah, okay. I think we can't really allow that bishop to hang out on that diagonal. Push this, I guess. Deliver a mate at last. With bishop a6, which will win if he's not careful. Yeah, I think that does at least defend it for the moment. Okay, fair enough. I didn't expect pawn takes. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. B3, queen d3, so that he doesn't have the b3 square to run to. Force him to block his own escape. F6, once we see this, I think makes good sense. Couldn't really do that because of the pin. He has 94. It's kind of a random tactic to appear, but it is there. So let's stop that. He's going to take knight f3. Interesting. No, he goes here. Okay, let's try this. It's just material for us. Knight on f4 looks very, very good. Just bring our rook into the game. Knight h3. It's like everything's a threat here. We have more time, so there's no way we lose that. That's basically just me testing my internet. Let's try to open things up. He's kind of playing in a bit of a weird way. Could have gone knight b6, but I feel like taking the pawn is more important. Knight d7, we can take and take. There is queen d6. Probably should have taken the other way. This should just be completely winning. I mean, we have so much material here. I don't even know what to do with all this material. He's a bishop f3, queen f3 merchant. You can just tell. Do we go here? Bishop b6. I feel like we kind of have to get a move on, so I'll do that. Let's see if we can finish the whole thing off. h5 is kind of a strange move. Stop bishop b4 here so that we can do this. Is that actually a good move? I don't know if it is. He's got queen there. If we go e4, we have g4. Of course, we want to take this. Bishop d6. And then we can win material here. This bishop is trapped. Mr. Penetrator got penetrated. The 3K, the adoption, all at once, just like that. Just like that, GG. And a song to celebrate from Brazilian Monk. Added. Rare. Thanks for the 27 months. Ghosty TVs, thanks for the 9 months with Prime. Cheers, Ghosty. Yeah, he's exactly 2,600. I'm exactly 3,000. This is what it's supposed to be. Perfect. Isn't that more satisfying? I had some ugly number before. He had some ugly number. Now it's 2,600 and 3,000 exactly. That just feels correct to look at. With Brazilian Monk's song and a little bit of morning energy. Brazilian Monk, I think I'm ready to turn up the power, buddy. I think we can do a little bit of our speed run before we really lock in with the Roblox gang. We're in the 3K league, yeah. It's important. Got to maintain that. Before you shoot for more, you got to maintain. Oh, who's that? Eggs Benny? Speaking of our Roblox gang, he's getting set up. Okay, let's see here. Switch my account. Fully charged Brazilian Monk. There you go. Confirmation. We are at 2,000 in this speed run here. $2,000. Yes, you can, Ghosty. Now, important question. Are the 2000s going to be better than the 1900s? Any predictions? For context, the 1900s